Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Let's get into it. When we finished the last episode, we had magically figured out how to get ourselves up on this balcony. Now, we have to figure out how to get out of this area. Now, we received a brand new power. Where is this freaking thing? Why is my mouse not working all of a sudden? And all of a sudden my mouse is not working. What's the problem? Keyboard works just fine. Mouse is not doing anything. Well, let's alt tab out of it. Oh, it's not a Pathfinder problem. It's a straight up mouse problem. What is that about? One moment, please. If it's not one thing, it's another. When in doubt, unplug and replug back in. Now I have my mouse back. What was that? Weird. All right. We got a new power, right? Dimension door, mass, unique. I will take out this little thing, put that down there instead. Okay, so now we also have this little light here, right? And actually, here, let's get all you back up to snuff. Excellent. Oh, that's right. We should probably rest. I think we need to. Yeah, that looks like some of the buffs up. How is he experiencing a wisdom drain? I thought the undead were immune to that. Okay, whatever. Let's go ahead. Transport. Boom. Okay. And hey, there's some loot. Regular stuff. What's this? Scroll of Asimov. Okay, cool. Yeah, so regular stuff. They just put a new coat of paint on some of the things. And now a new platform drops down. Excellent. So we'll come back over here. And then it won't let us go straight back over there. So we have to go here first. And then we'll come back down here. Excellent. And let's go to a little bit more speed. And let's see what else there is to see. So I think we got this far, right? And now we'll need to teleport to get any further. There we go. And now we can hit the portal. And does the portal take you home? No. It transfers you to another area. Oh. It transfers me back over here. Yeesh. So something's still wrong. So if I go over here, go over here, go over here. Ooh. God dog it. You need to go here. And then there's another platform up here. So it gives you the illusion you're about to make it out. But actually, there's more to do. Okay, back up on this platform. Loop, this is all regular stuff.
Don't hold back.
Deal with you. Done. Look, this guy isn't even attacking. Energy drain. Irrelevant for us. That's one advantage of having an undead party. Bunch of regular stuff. Another switch. I don't know which one of these switches. Yep, okay, no switch there. Okay. Now we can continue forward. Weird traps.
We should move.
Boo-doo. So go over here. And then deal with that trap. Oh, whoops. All of you. There we go. Go deal with that trap. Did we fail some perception checks? There we go. We did. But now we're good.
I'm always ready.
I can't teleport. Yeah. That's as far as it'll let me go. There we go. Okay, did not trigger a trap then. So... Oh, so the... Oh, so now we need to go back.
It's time.
Okay. And let's hope we don't trigger the trap off accidentally. And we did. Greater Curse of Idiocy. Stalled in Vain got hit with it, but it looks like it didn't affect him much. Being undead has its advantages. Now we'll deal with this trap. There we go. Perception check, pick this up.
I am never wrong.
Now we'll come all the way over here. Oh, wait. No, it needs us to go back. Back again. And then we could come around this way. Didn't we hit that? I swear I thought we... Whatever. Okay. Perception. Nope. Looks like we don't need to do anything with that. And here comes another portal. Maybe this will take us home. Oh, no, it doesn't. It takes us right back over here. So... Did I miss something once again? Yep, there we go. I missed this. And let's see.
My skills are absolute.
Will it let you down? It will let you down. Here we go. That's done. No problems there. Ooh. That's all right. Okay. Loot. And we'll flip that switch. So, see this clock here? I assume it's probably a puzzle that'll unlock a secret area or unlock some secret gear. I never figured it out. If you did, by all means, in fact, I'm going to do a save here. Let me know what the solution to the puzzle is or if you get anything interesting from it. I don't have the patience, to be completely honest with you. Roman numeral puzzle. So that if I do so one day figure out the solution, I can come right back over here and go ahead and play with that and find out what it actually does. Did I miss any platforms? Hold on. I don't want to have to backtrack. Nope. I think we're good. Should be able to keep moving forward. Let's go up here. What is over here? All the way up there. Will it let me do a teleport up there? It will. Man, there's somebody waiting for us. Isn't that nice? Nice little welcoming committee. And... Okay, you're dead now. Ooh. Delamere is getting just absolutely assaulted. It is not cool at all. Alright, that's that. And then you... I just feel like she's very useless for me. Whoa. My guy. What is the problem? Castiglier is immune to Unbreakable Heart. Okay, so Unbreakable Heart didn't help him last time either. He has consciousness malfunction. You can't tell friend from foe and start attacking the nearest creature. Oh, that's what those scroll of synchronization scrolls are for. Fascinating. Oh. All right, well, can't do anything with him. He's about to kill Delamere, isn't he? Sure is. Oh, well. But the Lich is going to make clear that that was an exercise in utility, sir. And, yep, we're going to give you another round of that just to make the point clear. God dog it. Wasn't quite enough to be able to... Oh, so sometimes their attacks can have that effect on my party members. Interesting. Well, that takes care of you. And then maximize. And that takes care of you. Yeesh. Now, I feel like this DLC never actually lets you rest in a safe
I
place.
do what I must.
So it could be that we're just going to deal with those statuses for all time. Yeah, this is probably related to that previous puzzle. I stick to what I said before. I don't have the patience for it. I'll let somebody else figure that out.
I'm gone.
Okay.
It's time to act. This
Go
fellow
down
looks
here
different.
again. I think there's just a chest down at the end of here, though. Yep. It's just a chest with just a couple of scrolls. Scroll synchronization again. I never had... Oh, you know what? I know why. So I ran through this, but I ran through it with Angel, which of course is going to have all sorts of crazy buffs on your team. So consequently, I never had to deal with that because the protections for my team were so wild that nothing the enemies did could possibly break through it. That's why I never had to deal with this before. Yeah, I'm not worried about you all. Let's go. And there we go. No big deal. And that mechanism is missing a gear.
I'm off.
Into the house. And nothing that we can loot just yet. We are. And boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Excellent. You showed your face just to be put down. That has to be embarrassing. All right, got that. Mechanism lever, need that. And some random ingredients again. Save that. And now let's go back around. I think it's up here, right? Yep. So we'll put this in here. Mechanism, apply, use it. So, surely this is the exit.
I'm always ready.
And transport up here. Whoops. Seems like they need us to do a little bit more. Come on. And there we go. Protein behavior. And nice little switch we can flip again. What's this do? Another house. I don't remember a second house now that I think about it. What is this? Sacred writings of the good gods collected in one book, reproduced with amazing accuracy. They exude an aura of holiness. Just checking to see if I even had any abyssal corruption, but... Ooh! Whoa, wow, wow! This is a safe place to rest. I don't think I ever found one the first time I played. The stove crackles and the aroma of pies brings back memories of a peaceful life. You know what? We're going to... What in the hell? It's only been 14 minutes. Why did it do that? That's weird. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and... Yeah. I think resting right now makes complete sense. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to cause a crazy fight to come up. Hearty meal. We could do better than that. Oh, crap. I forgot. You have to manually... It'll give you all the recipes, but you have to manually go in and select to learn them. Forgot to do that. And nope, no crazy fight. Everybody is back up to their full strength. This was fantastic.
My skills
Absolutely
are
fantastic.
absolute.
Okay, I don't remember which of these are important, so I'm gonna just activate them all. Some of these probably overlap, but it's okay. It ain't the end of the world. Let's get blur on all the tanks. And I guess I can give it to you as well. Get your booty up on there. I think I actually prefer the light art, even though I'm evil. That nightmare. Yep. Yep. Give myself some protection. The Lich's survival is paramount. If the Lich is alive, everything's okay. If the Lich goes down, it's quite possibly a wrap. We'll say fire. Excellent. You got anything I want to use? Oh, yeah. Here, we'll do that. As you can see, y'all have never seen this. Usually I just exit out when this happens, but we should only need to do this once during the playthrough, so I'm gonna just go ahead and run through them. You can add that armor thingamajig. Does anybody need a magic weapon? I don't think so, right? Okay, so you need magic weapon, but it's actually still on. It's got 13 hours on it, so you should be good. You don't need it. You need it for your secondary weapon, but you have it currently, and yours is also going to last for 14 hours, so you're good. Does magic weapon help you? I can't remember. You already get a +5 enhancement bonus. You're good. You're good. Okay, cool. So none of them need magic weapon. I don't see a need to add any of the rest of these. You're good. You're good. You're good. You know what? Actually, I guess you could go ahead and put catch grace on people. Whoops, there's a pause. It's not gonna hurt anything. And anything from you? Not anymore, right? Okay, cool. Excellent. I feel so much better. Got all of our nice buffs on. Let's make the magic happen. All right, now that we did that, we saw, yep, here's a platform. And the saga continues. What is the problem? Why won't it let me get on this platform? Do I have to get here first? Okay, fine. All right, and there's a chest here, so I guess that's a good thing. Thank you. Nothing special there.
We should
keep it moving. Down there.
I'm always ready.
So I think you all are getting a glimpse of some of the issues that people had with this. Like, I don't mind puzzles, and I'm gonna have a full video coming out. In fact, this is releasing tomorrow, so yeah. After this, I'll have a video coming out where you'll see my thoughts regarding this overall DLC. But for people who don't like puzzles, and frankly, even if you do like puzzles, this is obviously breaking up the pace of the game. And, you know, it's not even like it's for a specific quest that you've been given. Not really. You're just trying to figure this out. And so I think it's just a really weird design choice, considering what the rest of the main game of Pathfinder is like. I think it's pretty obvious why there are some people who are just not a fan of the system. Okay, cool. So now we have this here. And I think we're just about to get to my favorite part of the DLC. Let's see. Not quite. Got more to go in this, apparently. Down. Down, down to Dungeon Town, down, down to Dungeon Town. Okay. Clear that. I don't see any other platforms around. What is the problem? Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Oh, yep. Here's another chest. Hey! Flawless braces of armor. +9. Very nice. Oh, these braces also grant their wearer spell resistance 19, which is irrelevant by now. You should definitely have something that gives you more spell resistance than that. Okay, and it has these hands here. I don't remember how this goes at all, but let's do this. A. Nothing listed for A. B. Nothing listed for B. C. Nothing listed for C. So apparently whatever's needed for that, I do not have it right now. And there's yet another platform for us to go through to try to make our way through this. So let's go ahead and jump on this. And we'll throw this switch. And this switch brings up yet another platform for us to be able to get to somewhere. And we'll go through here. Okay, so I think, yep, this will be the platform that we weren't able to get to before. And slowly, 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 we're making our way to wherever we need to go. Here we go. There. There's a platform up here. Is this a platform we've been to? I see dead creatures there, so I'm going to take a gander. Or rather a guess that this is a place we've already been. And we can just go here. And
do it my way.
Let's see if, not the quick side, this, there we go. Maybe this is what I was thinking of, finally. And more fighting. Calamitous Keeper. Okay, that seems like a whole lot of people. Let's go ahead and just put it into this, shall we? Whoa. I'm not eating that at all. I don't know what they just did to Delamere, but I certainly don't appreciate it. We're going to run that back. Thank you very much. Holy smokes. They just blew her all the way up. All right.
It's time to act.
Okay. Didn't give you all the proper respect the first time. No problem. I've learned my lesson. We're going to treat you all properly this time. You do that. And give us a song. Thank you very much. All right. Now what? Doom, da, 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 doom, da, 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 doom. Yep. We're going to kick this off properly. This is, one of these is empowered, right? Yep, that's empowered. We're going to go ahead and maximize you as well. Whoops, not that. Not that. We want this one. Here we go. Get a whole bunch of you. Come on. Thank you. That did a nice little bit of damage. And, oh, I guess oh, you know what? I could have used that as well. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and run that song right back. What the hell? Why did it do nothing? And now even if I go to Quicken, it does nothing. Ah, fine. All right, fine. She is here. Let's see what this does. Overwhelming presence. They are immune to staggered, but they had to use a will saving throw, so it does have some effect. Fine. Cool. He charged in, did a little bit of damage. Can't charge there, but he can charge here. That does some damage. Interesting. Let's see. And come on, there's that just a little bit. Oh well. Delamere, start with that. Yeah. We like the way that went. Can you walk up a little bit? Yeah, you get a little closer. Now you, Stalin. Sure, we'll go ahead and charge here. Yes, there we go. All right, whole bunch of friends coming out. Nothing I can do about that. Go ahead. Hey, lots and lots and lots of friends. Well, let's run back the same song just for you all. We'll go ahead and maximize this and then combine it with the empowered version of this. Go ahead and there we go. Excellent. Take all of you out. Now we'll go ahead and do the quickened version, and we can only empower it this time, but can we catch both of you? We can. Excellent. One of you gets taken out. I'll take that. And you're not really useful for these onesie-twosies. Castiglier, on the other hand, is born for this kind of work. There we go. He'll get in nice and close. Char will also get close. Unfortunately, he can't charge. Excellent. And the fight's not over, but nobody's around. We'll take off this. Who else wants to play? There we go. We're not going to pause again. It's only one guy. There we go. And there's a pause now. Paying no heed to the danger, driven only by the desire to uncover the truth, the excess explores the other side of threshold. There he meets the Proteans. In case you don't know, Proteans are an inscrutable species of outsiders born from and embodying the primordial chaos of the Maelstrom. But what does the excess know of Proteans? Can he tell what the Proteans are doing here? Succeeded, Knowledge World. You recall that Proteans are snake-like creatures, the primordial inhabitants of the Maelstrom, the plane of absolute chaos. Their actions defy logic. I know that Proteans are creatures of absolute chaos. Their actions cannot be explained. Is there any logic to the Proteans? Is there any logic to creatures that defy logic? The voice is overtaken by a fit of laughter that cuts off as quickly as it begins. Can a creature defy logic but do something that has a logical explanation? But what if the Proteans are not banging their heads against the stone walls of this cursed world for no reason? This is what the excess ponders as he examines the keystone, which the Proteans so eagerly smashed with their skulls. Perhaps if the excess takes a run-up and bashes his head on the keystone in this room, he will discover some secret knowledge, a truth that explains everything. What? Are you seriously telling me to bang my head against a rock? The voice only laughs in response. Requires Lich mythic path. Wield your mythic power against the keystone. I have a better idea. The room shakes from the impact. The keystone explodes into tiny fragments as though it has been struck by an invisible hammer. The vibration spreads to the floor and walls. You see cracks already beginning to snake across them. The world is coming apart. So the first one was obviously Zacharias, my old mentor. Second one is Yaz. He's very, very important if you do the demon mythic path. Third one, I can't remember her name, but she's important for the Azada. And the other one is Mephistopheles, who's very important if you decide to go the devil route.
Long and thorny has been the excess's path, but still it has led him to Silmeshnik.
Now is the time to prostrate yourself in a show of servility. Do you understand what you have just seen?
Does the excess understand? Does his mind even have the capacity to understand? Does ours?
Who are you? What are you?
We are Silmeshnik.
primordial proteans. But don't you know that it is rude to answer a question with a question?
We asked you first.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
This world is not the Galarian you have come to know so well.
This is just a simulacrum of Galarian on Axis. So thoughtfully created by Valmalos, just for you.
This is an atemporal prison for dangerous criminals who have flouted the laws of sorcery, and it is also a repository
Of magical artifacts, whose mere existence could tear apart the universe.
You are one such artifact.
You are the excess mythic power that Valmalos extracted from the commander of the Fifth Crusade just before his decisive battle in Threshold.
You are an artificial creation. A magical golem.
Living the life of another. Dig around in that person's memories, XS. Do you remember the Grey Garrison?
Do you recall the power that gripped the then future commander? And where that power went after? It waned and vanished, dissipating like mist before the dawn.
Old Valmalos took it from the commander at Threshold.
Plucked it right out of time so that even the memory of its existence ceased to exist. Why so quiet, Excess?
Has our revelation shocked you that much? Lose your mind if you wish, but don't even think of dying from shock. I need you alive.
But I don't feel like I'm anybody else. I am Professor Snape, commander of the Fifth Crusade.
How does it feel, Excess? How does it feel to find out that you're an artificial creation?
No need to answer. Your silence tells me all I wish to know.
Ask your questions, Excess.
Let's chat a while. It has been so long since we last talked to anyone. Our Protean servants aren't the best conversationalists.
Explain to me again how it became this excess. Don't skip over any details.
Valmalos is a primordial inevitable.
The Guardian of Magic. A mechanical eon created by the Axiomites of Axis.
He only interferes in mortals' affairs when there is a magical threat against the world order.
And remarkably dull work it is, too. When the commander acquired mythic power in the Grey Garrison, old Valmalos began quaking in his boots.
And as the commander developed his power, Valmalos' fear turned to outright panic. Just before the decisive battle between the commander and Arilu Vorlesh, Valmalos finally decided to intervene.
He carved up the commander's mythic power into the sanctioned portion and the excess. The former set off to face Arilu.
But the latter. The second ended up here, embodied in the form of a magical golem along with its
Companions, who are essentially an extension of itself.
Are you angry, Excess? We would be angry in your position.
We would want to launch ourselves at Valmalos, rip his glowing heart from his chest, and squeeze it in our fist until it was extinguished.
So that means Valmalos weakened the commander right before the final battle?
That is precisely what it means.
The cheek of him.
How do you know so much about me?
This world is yours, created for you by Axis, from your false memories.
We have had time to study you. You might even say that we are your best friends now.
What do you want from me?
We want to help you get out of here, to restore cosmic justice.
This is no way to treat living creatures, is it? Stealing their mythic power? Valmalos should be punished.
Your fate does not worry us, Excess.
Simply reach the door leading out of this prison, break it down, and go wherever you The keystone of the prison has been smashed to pieces.
This little world has cracked, and all it needs is one good gust of wind to bring it all tumbling down.
You saw it yourself. Your mythic allies have appeared in the false threshold, even those the commander never met in his timeline. Help topple this world, Excess.
Talk to the creatures from your false memory. Pile even more paradoxes on top of their useless existence.
Break them, so that the world begins to consider them anomalies.
We dispatched our Protean servants to seek out the other keystones of this world.
I instructed them to destroy the stones to disrupt the Order of Axis. But it seems our servants are not strong enough.
You must find the stones and destroy them. I will teach you how to see them.
A haze momentarily descends over your vision. What did you do to me?
We gave you our gift, of course.
Now you see what Proteans see. You can detect anomalies and find the keystones that hold this world together. You will like our gift.
Will Protean see me as an ally now?
Unlikely.
Proteans do not recognize alliances with other life forms. They rarely get along even with their own kind.
We are a pleasant exception.
How did you end up in this prison?
Valmalos, that useless mound of metal, captured us in a moment of weakness decades ago.
We despise him so. We will claw at his face. We will tear at him until he loses that air of arrogance.
Why not hate him together?
We are captives in this prison just like you, Excess. Our cage is right next to yours.
We cannot escape to the outside, but we were able to enter your world.
Now we are tearing it apart, populating it with anomalies and creating paradoxes, so that you can get out and open the way for us as well.
Why do you need my help? Why can't you escape on your own?
Do you think we haven't tried? What do you think we've been doing all these years, Excess?
We haven't even managed to find a keystone in our prison. The arrival of your world next to ours is the chance we've long been waiting for.
What will happen to me once I leave this prison?
You will return to Threshold, to the moment when Valmalos divided you and the Commander.
You will merge with his mythic power and cease to exist.
Isn't that what you want? But perhaps you do not want to cease to exist.
You may have been created by magic, but you are a living thing. You feel the cold. You feel hunger. You feel pain when you're wounded.
We have the power to help you, Excess. We can see to it that when you rejoin the Commander, your consciousness will replace his.
No one will notice the switch. Open the way out of Threshold. We will do this for you.
Absolutely not. As I've mentioned before, the Lich is loyal to himself. He has zero interest in replacing his original consciousness in the hopes that everything will still work out. This is clearly a creature of chaos. The Lich does not trust chaos. He wants things orderly and to happen in a specific way so that he can absolutely ensure that his plans for world domination, global domination, will continue. This creature disgusts him. I'll get out of this prison without your help.
We don't care how you break out of here, Excess. But when you escape and break down that door to Galarian,
We won't be far behind.
I want to know more about you.
we will satisfy your curiosity.
Who are you?
We are primordial Proteans, demigods of the Maelstrom, a plane on the edge of the universe.
You could say that our power is comparable to that of the Demon Lords.
We are Silmeshnik, The colorless lord, chaos, freedom, fate, paradox. These are our spheres of interest.
We are welcome in the halls of Pharasma, and the Lady of Graves heeds our counsel when passing judgment on the souls of the dead.
I found that really interesting because I can't ever remember Valmolo saying anything close to the same. Why does Pharasma value the advice of agents of chaos, but does not seem to hold agents of order in the same regard? I never played the tabletop, so I'm not familiar with the lore, but I'm gonna have to remember to look that up because I'm fascinated as to why that's the case.
Are you mesmerized by our success?
You speak in different voices, sometimes male, sometimes female.
Why choose a single gender when we can be one?
Or the other, whenever we please. Consistency is boring.
Tell me about the maelstrom.
It is chaos in its purest, most uncontrolled form.
It is the ocean that washes against the shores of the other planes. It is infinite possibilities.
It is both a cradle of creation
And a force of entropy.
The Maelstrom is my home. It is the womb that once gave birth to me. Just imagine. Imagine living inside the womb that gave birth to you. It will also become my tomb.
Tell me about Axis.
Access is nothing but rules and laws that stifle.
Free will. It is order that exists only for its own sake.
It is an immovable rock blocking the path to inspiration. Axis is my enemy and my prison. I will claw at its walls, grind them to dust, to dirt, to ash, and will wipe it out of existence.
Or it will do the same to me.
I've heard enough.
It has been a pleasure to speak common with someone.
Reach for your weapon. You deserve death.
We're simply wasting our time with you.
So I thought, so I won't let you do it here. That's my personal favorite part of the DLC. I think the voice acting for that creature is absolutely fantastic. The Unveiler, this Ring of Protection +7, grants us wear a +10 bonus on saving throws against illusion school spells. It also grants a +2 insight bonus to AC against anomalies. Very useful in this DLC. But yeah, I think everything from their cadence to just the back and forth switching, I think it's so entertaining and so very well done.
Access detected. Verbal exchange has been initiated and will be recorded in my memory.
The big snake outside Threshold had many interesting things to tell me.
That information is already known to me. Creatures of chaos cannot be trusted. You should trust creatures of order. I am a primordial inevitable. I am the guardian of magic. My task is to monitor instances of dangerous, experimental, unsanctioned magic, and to neutralize them if they pose a threat to the integrity of the world. The magical experiment of Arilu Vorlesh, which endowed the commander of the Fifth Crusade with mythic power, has exceeded the limits of safety. A battle between the experimenter and her subject threatened to create a cataclysm even greater than the World Wound. The problem required immediate resolution. The extermination of the commander was deemed impermissible. Axis approves of his struggle against the World Wound, regardless of his motivations. An alternative decision was made to weaken the commander to a safe level.
Weaken me to a safe level. That is crazy.
The excess power was isolated and placed in a secure artifact repository.
Why couldn't he do that after I defeated Arilu?
One factor was not accounted for, Someshnik. They managed to disrupt the stasis of the excess's world, fill it with anomalies, and warp the logic of its inhabitants. Warning, secure contents under threat. The repository is under attack from Someshnik's anomalies. Request, The excess should help protect the repository. Reinforcement of the minor keystones and eradication of anomalies from the artificial creatures inhabiting this world will contribute toward this goal.
You lied to me.
Your assertion is false. Inevitables are creatures of order and its guardians. Deception is not one of our functions. Listen to the record of our previous verbal exchange. This world is under threat. Anomalies are destroying its integrity. The danger is critical. Assistance is required. The term, this world, should be understood to mean my repository on Axis. Listen further. The confluence of mythic, semi-divine, and divine powers in one place on Golarion risks destabilizing the very fabric of the material plane. The power of the Knight Commander of the Fifth Crusade must be contained to prevent catastrophic consequences. As you see, I spoke only the truth to you. I bear no responsibility for your erroneous conclusions.
Aren't you upset that I broke your inevitables and destroyed your keystone?
Their loss is not critical to the functioning of my repository.
Why should I help you?
I see that restoring order to the world is insufficient motivation for you.
Valmalos is silent for a time, as though he is thinking.
I propose we agree to the following terms. You help me to keep my repository intact, and I will return the excised part of the Commander's power to him. You, Excess, will continue to exist in my repository until the end of time. You will be permitted access to the other side of the repository, and will be able to create your own world as you desire.
Wait, didn't you say that restoring the Commander's power would be dangerous for the world?
For reasons of precaution and risk mitigation, when I extracted the mythic power, I isolated more than the minimum amount required, in line with standard inevitable safety protocols.
So he took a little extra off the top at your most needed moment. Crazy. I have a lot of questions for you.
Ask your questions. My answers will always be truthful.
Perception. Why did you take the Commander's power, but not a Relu Vorlesh's?
The Commander's mythic power exceeded that of Aurilu Vorlesh.
You could not help but notice that Valmalos has not answered your question. Why do you inevitables think they have the right to interfere in other people's lives?
That is my function. That is how the Axiomites made me. As a result of my actions, the universe is safe.
What is this world?
This world is a repository of dangerous magical objects created in the plane of Axis. It exists outside of time, and time does not exist within it. Each extracted object exists in the time in which it was extracted. I am the custodian of this repository. This section of the repository was created especially for you, Excess. The surroundings and inhabitants of this world were drawn from the memory of the Commander of the Fifth Crusade. This section would have remained in stasis without Someshnik's incursion. Their influence has disrupted the functioning of this world, introducing an undesirable dynamic. If not for Someshnik's interference, you would have remained forever in the version of Threshold created just for you, Access, fixed in place and free of any harmful desires, able to enjoy the eternal harmony of stasis.
What else do you keep here apart from me?
Artifacts capable of destroying the world. Chaotic creatures capable of destroying the world. Instances of excess mythic power capable of destroying the world.
Answer me directly, yes or no. Is Aurilu's excess mythic power also in your repository?
Yes. The exact location of Aurilu Vorlesh's excess is classified.
Tell me about Seleshmanek.
Enemy. Threat level critical. A primordial protean. They sow chaos wherever they appear. They destroy planes, expanding the borders of the Maelstrom at their expense. Someshnik was defeated and locked in the repository for all eternity.
You have answered all my questions.
Confirmed.
The Lich stands for order, and he knows he needs one of these creatures in order to be able to get out. All right, I'll help you.
Your ascent is confirmed. Agreement concluded. Protect this world from destruction, and then go to the repository exit leading to Threshold. New task. Defend the repository exit against Someshnik.
Okay. So we are here. We'll go back this way first. So we got to go to these little gaps, close them up. And each time you're going to have a choice. You can either tear reality to increase chaos, or rather reinforce reality, or tear it. So we stand for order. We're going to go ahead and reinforce. Ooh, more enemies. And no problem there. Anybody? Really? What in the hell? Where are they going? Stop. Stop that. Jesus, man. I don't understand how you get a... You know what? Why do I bother healing you, though? It's not like I'm ever all that impressed with what you're doing. Okay. Let's consecrate it. Yep. Clear that. And look who's here. Student, you should have come to me the moment I arrived at your camp. It is unwise to test my patience. The dead man dressed in tatters that were once wizard robes glares at you, angry fires dancing in his empty eye sockets. What? I am no longer following the path of mastery over the dead. Huh? Yes, I am. What in the hell? So what are you doing in my camp? I am saving you from a betrayal. The dead face is expressionless, but you sense your interlocutor's dour irritation. Your servants are conspiring to stab you in the back. Who is planning to betray me? Your minions, that raving witch Elianka Camilleri, and that spineless bloodsucker Septimus. They have already seized control of all the undead in your ziggurat and Is. Why would they rebel? Because you cannot rely on servants who have free will. Only slaves you raise yourself will be utterly loyal. Everyone else will sooner or later plot against you for power and wealth, out of envy, to assuage a guilty conscience, or just because they can. You said in your ziggurat in Is, but my ziggurat is in Dresden. Your words ring hollow, student. It would be reckless to erect your citadel in Dresden, the seat of fanatical crusaders who would immediately try to topple it. We built your ziggurat in the reconquered Is, proclaiming your rightful dominion over these lands. So let them stay in the ziggurat if they want. Who cares? Do you think they will remain there forever? They have already begun amassing troops to flank your army and get to you. But by far the worst part is the dishonor they have brought upon you by capturing your ziggurat. That place is the nexus of your power and influence. You cannot leave it in the hands of your enemies. I will deal with the rebellious undead. Excellent. Deal with them and report back to me. I wish to hear how they died in great detail, student. I have to go.
I'm gone.
All right. I can't remember. Is there anybody at the top over here? Nope. Okay. So, got a quest from the Lich Mythic Path, but not really a continuation of the original quest. Then we also have Thaberdine, who is instrumental if you are playing in the Trickster Mythic Path. The man, who is looking a little worse for wear in his dirty clothes, is mournfully gazing into space, not paying you any mind. His head is sloppily adorned with a golden crown, bearing an engraving that reads, "I am king." Good morning to you, your majesty, if it is morning for you. Actually, no. Who are you? The man's glazed eyes shift to you. He opens his mouth, and you are instantly engulfed in a suffocating cloud of stale alcohol. Perception check succeeded. Your keen sense of smell discerns the heaviness of strong black beer, the sharp oaken hints of whiskey, the dry sourness of wine, and the heady sweetness of honey liqueur. Today, however, you wish your sense of smell was a little less keen. Does a lich have a sense of smell? The man barks in a cracked voice. I don't know you. Who are you? There's not a single sign of recognition in his bleary eyes. I am death. I am here to claim your liver, you pathetic drunk. I've never had a drink with death before. Nice meeting you. So then, who am I? He gives you a puzzled look, stares at his boots, then scratches his balding head with an expression of profound confusion. I see a drunken vagabond who stole a crown. Well, see, that's just your opinion. The man's tone switches to that of a seasoned lout. Hold on there. How dare you talk to His Majesty like that? Oh, hey, I'm His Majesty. I mean, my Majesty. I mean, you're my Majesty. You know what I mean. After being put through the rigorous intellectual exercise you inflicted, the man's mind begins to stir sluggishly. With a look of blissful epiphany, he pulls out a flask. It's empty, but he perseveres and manages to shake out the few remaining drops, and some semblance of consciousness appears in his eyes as he sighs, I'm all out. The man glances at you and smiles brightly. Oh, Commander, hey there. Greetings to you, my brave general. Would you do your good King Thaberdine a service? What service do you wish to ask of me? Thaberdine is mysteriously silent. Is this pause for dramatic effect? His Majesty opens his mouth and expels the contents of his stomach right at his feet. The horrifying sounds that he makes during the process have some primeval, fierce might to them. Then again, they could just be considered absolutely disgusting. Thaberdine delicately dabs at his mouth with a filthy handkerchief. Where was I? Right. Service. Last night, my Majesty had one too many matters of state to handle. Very exhausting. And he could really use a drink of some refreshing moonshine elixir. Perception. Thaberdine's speech is slurred, but you understand what he's saying to a degree. If you bring me all the ingredients I need for it, I'll give you a kingly reward. Because I'm a king. Perception. What's the recipe for this magical elixir of yours? Thaberdine's mumbling is like verbal slush, but you're able to pick up a few words. Donkey's moss into the pot, wretchweed, the blackest sort, into the pot, gunk berries into the pot, a ripe mold bloom root into the pot, no anomaly. Don't put any in the pot. And make sure you remember what goes in the pot and what doesn't. He cackles and wags his finger at you. Offer Thaberdine alcohol. Who needs the moonshine anyway? I've got a little something here. Have some. Thaberdine takes a long, greedy swig of the bottle you handed to him, but after a moment he starts vomiting again. He coughs and says hoarsely, I can't take it anymore. Need to brew the healing elixir. That doesn't sound like a very good recipe, and I doubt any of these ingredients actually exist. Hey now, I got it from my dearest father, Hangoverous Hierophantine. He was a king too, mind you. He told me at some point he saved. Hey, do you have any water? Thaberdine's mind has clearly wandered off, and he has no intention of getting back on topic. I'll get you your moonshine ingredients. You mean my elixir? Anyway, get to it. Hurry. My head's going to kill me before long. I have a few questions for you. My Majesty generously grants you an audience. Just ask. Have you at least remembered who you are? You bet. I'm Thaberdine Quintessimus Hierophantine, heir to the dynasty of Sicorian kings who have returned from exile. You, noble warrior, gave me my family's crown back, right? For all the bombast at the beginning of Thaberdine's speech, by the end of it he seems to have stopped believing his own words and is now looking at you apprehensively. Lawful. You're no king. You're a laughingstock. Really? You know, for some reason I feel like I am a bit of a king. Thaberdine grows pensive, contemplating the depths of his own memory. What are you even doing here in the first place? Do not speak to your king in such a dismissive tone. He has enough on his plate as it is. My poor lands are being trampled by unholy demon hooves. The people despair. They call out to me, hoping, sending their complaints. His Majesty set out on a journey across his realm with his good friends and loyal comrades in tow. Come to think of it, where are they? Oh well. Anyway, I have dubbed it the World Wound Mile. We rode down the Great Road, and at every spot where you defeated a demon army, we celebrated your glorious victory. It went swimmingly all the way up to his, and after that, I can't remember. How you managed to avoid getting eaten by demons on the way here is beyond me. Haven't you heard that drunkens are lucky? Drunkens and also royalty. I remember us running into a couple of horrors, but I valiantly hopped on the back of my trusty mount, Marchionus von Candy Snoutoff. Hey, where is the Marchionus? The Tabardine looks around worriedly. What do you remember about me? I must admit, not much about you in general. I remember that you're, well, cheerful, and that your jokes are funny, and that your dressing is a lot more fun than anywhere else. You've got rivers of beer and fools cartwheeling down the streets, and if the demons get close to the walls, you'll tell them a wisecrack that will make them split their sides, and they die. That's it for this round of questioning. When you say the word round, a sweet, dreamy haze falls over Thabardine's eyes. It looks like he could really go for a round of something. I have other things to do. Oh, great. We've got the Trickster quest now. And what do you know? Lario's right over here, waiting for us to ask about the Angel quest. But I think that's enough for that one day. Hope all of you enjoyed the playthrough. If you did, please leave me a like down below, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.